Welcome in my home. My name is Brite, and I'm one of the yoga Tallinn teachers. So my specialty is Yin Yoga. So notice that again, it's about your own body. Your own body can be something that, if you feel that you have had those injuries, or you may be carrying a belly baby, so know your own limits. Be less, because that can be more. And for today's class, we really can go for the whole body again. If you are skilled in Yin Yoga, meaning that you have maybe longer experience of it, everybody can do Yin. That's everybody in yoga. But if you have longer experience and you know your own body, and you wish to go deeper in certain moments, or you wish to stay a little bit out from the pose, or kind of give less and go as deep as you feel this is right now for you. So you can be very meditative, kind of easy in the pose, but when you feel, if you feel that you like to go deeper. And feel free to comment and share what is your awareness there. So let's go. Find yourself. You have your blanket. You maybe have a yoga block, pillows, socks for shavasana, or overall socks, depends how warm place you are. And keep it light. See your own journey and see how it goes. So we're going to start by with a seated posture. Find yourself a way you can sit down. Even if you're, you can start also on the chair. I prefer to lift up my hips a little bit. That gives that ease that my hips are higher, elevated, and higher than my knees. And that kind of gives the way that gives the kind of freedom for the hips and the knees to fall. If naturally your knees are here, not falling towards the ground, that's okay. And notice, maybe you have your legs in front of you. If here you feel that your hips are not warm, and you feel like, I wish to kind of not be so I'm not the model for you, I'm just offering. So you can also sit so that you have something in your sitting, under your sitting, so it's equally for both part of your seat. And notice again, you can have your legs in front of you, or you can spread them out. So the main attention now goes for the whole spine. Tucking the chin in, or bring it slightly towards the chest, according to your own feeling here. Closing your eyes, having your arms, your hands, feel where the arms are starting. Just visit that breath. Come to your breath body. Noticing that you can have your arms just on your lap. Let's meet here. Let's meet where even maybe unitedness comes through that screen. Notice how you are the world. But from that world, we seek inside, we seek the introspect. Notice your air around you, perhaps the cloth, the clothes, touching your biggest external organ as the skin, as organ. What's the contact? And here, as you feel that, perhaps the front side of the heart and the back side can be still opened. Ease your facial muscles. See that you can relax the jaws, allow the tongue to be free in the mouth. Relaxing so that the lips are touching still mindfully. Noticing that the gaze, which is now turned inwards, even the possibility for the eyelids to almost remain paused, still. Visit the place all the way down to your hips. Notice where is the lower spine, where is the belly area. A tiny bit, be active in the core, so you feel that there's no crunching forward or like falling forward. You can still remain here in a soft way to grow as a plant towards that Thursday evening, afternoon, or wherever you are. Light. Bringing their hands in front of the heart center, so it can be a contact of the edges of the palms and the fingertips, the end of the fingertips. It can be wider surface contact here. Allow those elbows to go again towards the crown. The openness remains in front of the heart, and the back layer around the shoulder blades. Again, the breath. It can be the belly breath, although you just observe, simply observe what is your own kind of a flow and rhythm in a breath-wise. Remain here. Notice your nowness, notice your in and out flow through the nose. Whenever you feel, you can also exhale through the mouth, noticing how that might bring a moment. Inhale one more deeper. Exhale to have your palms landing on your lap, opening your gaze. And whatever is around you or your own space, notice that you can stay in your Yin Yoga bubble. That less reaction as possible. My voice is here to guide you. A moving picture or image, video as well. So notice how much you need to actually look outwards. Maybe my words are enough. We're going to go very simple, perhaps one of my favorite forward folds. If you fancy, you can do it on a wall, but then just going next to the wall and having the legs up on the wall. What I do, I offer you also to use the floor. The gravity takes us in a certain way that it's different when you go on a wall. But if you're mindful and you know what you're doing on a wall, do so. So here, having your legs in front of you, caterpillar, noticing that what's now the joints in Yin Yoga are very important. Now the joints, how are those knees? Allow them to be the feet more together or further apart. You can add something under your sitting bone. So you'll feel again, you elevate slightly your hips so the rotation starts from the hips. But if you feel that you actually like to exhale here, where you're around your spine already, feel free to do so. Now, if you have everything that's close by, are you more, do you have the access to blocks? Or you can bring the biggest pillars for yourself. You can really build like that something surface on the, also maybe under the belly. Create that so that you feel that you can relax that spine. Or another way to express or relaxation, you can, if you trust that you can relax here. So no matter how far or deep you go, you exhale here, you allow the head to be heavy, allow the gravity to take you. You can also build a tower if you have your blocks. And notice that you can be there already. That I might offer us some more options, alternatives, a way to approach, but notice that you can already experience what of your choice there according to your choice. If you, in a case you feel that the space at front, layer of front body and front of the hips and the belly is too tight, you can open up your legs more further. Of course, noticing that you can build something under your knees according to the first initial that the joints need to be supported. So go as your body feels happy and healthy. Happy doesn't need to be an extreme emotion, but like in an ease that you can relax the muscular tissues. You can be as high as you feel. High meaning that the upper body can be as high as you feel. This is wonderful. Noticing your own time there. Noticing how nothing's never the same. Experiencing something in a time and space. So really dim those lights, perhaps, which will invite you to look outside. Really, the gaze, whenever you can, have your eyes closed. And if not, notice that you have your, again, the bubble. You can imagine your own warmth or some sort of, bubble if you wish. And again, noticing where are you. You can be also just simply hanging, so to say, hanging loosely, allowing to go as deep as this is natural for you. And see how much this is an invitation also to deal with that silence. If you have the space for you, if you have somebody around you, allow that silence to be, or that somebody to be in distance from you. And again, be liberated in your breath, be free in your breath, noticing how that letting go is so sweet in a way that you can let go, nowhere to feel that you need to hold yourself up pretty and toned. Just notice the quality in balancing our yang qualities, the yin quality of letting go, remaining, observing. So notice that the back layer in here. So physically, it depends again, depends on your own body, but the main area is also that how the connection from the back layer all the way, almost like tucking here. So the connection behind is opening and feel the space out front. Even though if you're somewhere here, just having your chin on the chest. What's the space here? Inhale one more time. Exhale 2. Release. Release can be very slow motion. Release can be that you can really push away the floor with the palms. And come to the nice way to lean back. The palms are taking the crown. You can sink through the shoulders. You can again notice the space up front of your hips. If you fancy, find your own way to either move smoothly. You can go on a back fully. You can swing your legs side to side. And again, it's very individual. And again, stay within your own sensation. So the blood circulation as well reminds us where is that flow, that chi, that prana is flowing. Let's come to our bellies. So we're going to go for the Sphinx pose. Again, have something that you might want to put even also under the section of the belly and the hips. You can go just the way that, allowing to have the front layer now, so that the elbows under your shoulders. It is very also when you do that this yang type of way, the chaturangas, that you really have the way you place your elbows, or according to these three joints, the wrist, elbow, and the shoulder. So if you are here and you can relax that, whatever is connecting your left. So the limbs as arms here, you can have as a tripod or support here, and really melting through those shoulders. And one option for you. So if you would go like that, so it will be maybe something else. If your choice is to be lower, just guide the arms over just forward and parallel. So you feel maybe the rib cage front is now landing on a mat, on the floor, onto your carpet, or whatever surface you have. In here, when you send your arms further, your palms further, it's really easing up the space in the lumbar spine, which is there in the lower spine. If you wish to actually go deeper, meaning you can elevate, bring yourself onto your palms, and then you can slightly soften up, relax here. So you see that here you're active, and perhaps you've used your belly muscles to hold yourself up, but the quality is to let go, exhale, release those muscular tissues. Notice again, if this is here now, giving too much for your lower abdominal, meaning that you feel yourself pushed, and you feel that this is actually too much pinching sensation for your lower spine, allow it to go lower. You can also, if you want to have the midway, that this, like the starting position, is so for you. You can also bend your legs in here at the back, so you feel that you actually the target area in the lower spine really gets there. Or if you wish to go higher from the arms, but you're not going to go for the palms, you can take, if you have the blocks and if you have the pillows, you can set yourself higher like that as well. And again, when you bend your knees, find that the muscular tissues, meaning muscles, are staying relaxed. If not, the buttocks, the hamstring, the back layer of the thigh, perhaps also the inner thighs are now starting to be active. Then release your legs. Feel how, again, less is more, and it's working. Stay where you are. And find the beautiful pause in a chosen pose, or the chosen deepness, depth of the pose. Finding your own edge. As I said, I'm not here to give one and only example as a model to go for that pose. You really find yourself. You can travel also so that you start from certain decisions, a certain degree and edge. And when the edge is, sometimes you just release it. You feel you can go deeper, do so. But if you feel that you need to back up, also come back. So lovely. Feel free to join. Yin Yoga is just introspect with the physical asana pose. So if you can tune in, and feel free to jump in with the mindful way. Right now, noticing how the lower spine in time gets really that attention. Again, you feel free to improvise. You can have your head heavy, again, the chin moving towards the chest. Or you can have the head neutral or send it back. And again, Very optional, very your own decision there. And zip in that silence or that white noise. Relax and relax. And see that you can scan that body, that experience, that sensation. Just simply see how much effort you give yourself to be uplifted from the core, how much you can melt here. Allow the gravity, trust that earth to take you. Soften your gaze. You can have simply your eyes closed. I'm going to let us know when we're going to go out from that pose. Let's have the last half a minute here. And again, you might be seeing me moving around, but notice that you can remain almost still. Quality to the pose. Inhale one more time. Feel the breath moving in, and exhale to let go. The let go really starts from the heart. Allow the heart to allow the upper body to come towards the crown. You offer a space for the lower spine. You can stay here. You can make a pillow from the palms and fingers under your forehead. You can send also just the way you are. Just offering the space for the spine. If you fancy, if you would like to, you can bring the arms next to your body to the chest area, engaging the palms, the fingers, and pushing yourself into the child's pose. Meaning you can sit, you can bring the big toes together, you can sit onto your heels on your own time. See how further close you have your knees coming here, but you have your head, your forehead on the mat. If you fancy, if you really can't get the connection, you can bat your sitting bones. You can bat something under your ankle as well. Stay there. Stay there to give this core again this beautiful way for the lower spine to be curvy in the opposite way. So allow, when you have your arms next to your legs, you can release your shoulders even more the way you can be around it. Stay for another 3-4 circles of breath in your own time. You can breathe in and out, in and out. And then finding yourself again. You can, when you come from the child pose, you can send your palms at front and have the way to come to the tabletop of all fours pose. You can swing your hips here to be mindful again for the areas for the spine. You can do cat and cow if you wish. Let's go deeper for the hips in all fours. Bending your right knee in between the knees, going in between your arms, your palms. And when you now find a way, is this great for you to sit on your surface and on your floor, so that you have your left leg behind you and lengthen. Now again, about your hip rotation in the right side now, according to your own body, if you're very flexible, you go here where your knee, the front knee is, heel, your front heel is further away from you. Again, it doesn't need to be extreme. When you have the front heel closer to your body, I invite you to be free from the body weight. So if you want to go and there's a mild connection, that's okay. But if you're going to sit on your heel, that's another thing. So the target area for the right hip at front, opening the front side, the left side at front. Again, you can be batted, you can be supported as much as this is needed right now. The choice of the moment is very up to you. That is known as a swan pose. You can stay here where your palms are on the surface, on the mat, on the floor. They can be upright from here. You can bring the chin to the chest. You can set it higher, bringing the openness to front of the throat. See that you can also go and find yourself that you can walk your arms further to the right and then lie down here. You feel free to actually go directly onto that right leg. So the left is behind and the right is front. I might have said it differently previous introduction. So find a way you can again make yourself a surface to land. Noticing here that the asymmetrical pose for us, something to offer equal approach in time. So be moderate, be kind with time, with the deepness of the pose. Softening the buttocks might be sometimes tricky, or sometimes be curious what's happening when you kind of travel with attention to the target area, whereas the back layer in the left and the back leg is something that is might to kind of creep and be active. So relax there as well. And again, you can support yourself more. You can be here where you are. You're landing on your front thigh and this sleeping swan, either more directly on a thigh, on a leg, or you walk your hands, your upper body further away, so you feel the side also opening here, the left side. Again, how much you can benefit from one pose, noticing again how much you can let go. If you feel that your leg behind can be straightened, it's okay as well. You can also bend it more, be more open in here, so you're more open to the left side. If you're very flexible, feel that the left back knee is further towards the ground and your hips are square, but I really invite you to experience the real sensation in the hip, in front of the right hips. Okay. Noticing another half a minute here. Stay where was the deepness, whether you were in a sleeping swan or your upper body is upright and vertical. Send the breath, even though it physically can't happen, but send the breath through your hip on the right side. Relaxing the belly. Inhaling to widen up. And then exhale to let go. then from here, you can be more young and dynamic. You can be more easy in bows. You can really just turn yourself to the left and ease that front leg and come to your back. You can also engage, bringing those palms under your shoulders, pushing away the floor, turning in the back toes, lifting yourself up. You can bring yourself into downward facing dog. You can also make here the dance of the right hip side. So be as less as you wish, be as dynamic but slow, dynamic and smooth. So noticing your own pose here, or the way you wish to move. You can easily come onto your belly, come to kind of a shavasana, lie down. You can simply find yourself maybe also on the side, or sit as I do on your heels, ready to go another 3 minutes, the same thing to the same other side. So here again, noticing how meeting all fours. Allow it to be so that if you need more time, you can pause that thing. But this time, bringing the left knee in between your arms, allowing the left side, buttocks and hip to land on the mat, on the floor, onto your surface, and feel how this hip is now. What about the back leg? Can you, do you need to bend it more and the knees looking more to the side, or is it so that your hips are square and your right knee now at the back really is towards the floor? And again, your openness here, if you are willing to go also to kind of a full monkey or full split, if you are you feel that this is supporting yourself, do so. But again, find yourself perhaps similar way to support yourself, which is very okay to put a pillow or block under your left side of the hip this time. Notice that the knee is happy. Again, your own way, that the heel and the left, now the front leg, heel can be maybe with the contact with the right front of the hip, but please don't actually send too much weight on that heel and then that ankle as well. So again, did you go down? Was it more into diagonal and feeling the in your stretching or the opening on the right side as well? You can come here. You can land just directly onto that thigh, onto that left and front leg, or you were slightly higher up, and noticing again that you can remain your eyes closed. Relax more. You're almost like brushing again that attention, that softness, that ease, all the way from the top of the head, from the back layer, all the way to the sole of the feet, and then the front side as well, softening there. But again, you just as inwards looking, noticing how much are you higher up, or you lowering down. What's that easiness? And what's your own sensation there? The feeling of heaviness or supported way that your joints are happy, and see how deep you go. The heaviness can be also the way that you have a sensation, and doesn't need to occur like a negative or positive, but heavy also is the quality of allowing you to guide it to relax. And again, noticing that what's happening in the left side of the hip this time. being able to breathe through the experience, noticing that breath, because we are breathing all the time. So the value of the breath, noticing here one more time, inhalation and exhale. And from here, noticing again, you can, if you were down as a sleeping swan, come bring your heart up, your upper body up, so you can engage again. You can turn to the right side this time, left can go open up, and you can land on your back. You can engage that pose for yourself, so you can bring your palms under your shoulders, engaging the back toes in your right leg, and then bringing yourself up a little bit, supporting yourself from the core. And again, you can be dancing here if you wish, or just landing a downward facing dog. You are free to go to the child's pose. Or just find yourself the rebound moment, acknowledging, observing the right and the left side of the hips, in the front, inside, back side. Taking as less is more. We're gonna go from here again onto our bellies. Something for upper body. So notice that this time either you go first, lowering down your upper body, having an asymmetrical pose for your arms, the shoulder blades, the back. This time bringing so that the right arm is moving to the left and left to the right. So you walk your arms so that you can have an openness at the shoulder blade area. If you fancy, you can bring yourself the clock or a pillow. You can land onto your arms. You can also travel, bring your arms further under your breast. So it can be on the shoulder level. It can be also that you bring it further down. And the main area, again, the shoulder blades, you can be quite high up. You can be quite high up. You can be further so that you can, the arms are almost like giving you this, the collarbones area at the front, and you can land here. Give yourself nice 3 minutes here. And again, go as deep as this is your body. This is your body who is actually with you. So make the decision of the deepness again. You can really stay there with your palms downwards, and you can stay here where you feel that the arms are not so walking away from the midline. So, but have so that the right is now high up, the left is closer to your navel, your body, your heart. Feel free to have your head resting on your arm. Feel free to send those feet, your legs further together, open up them more. Feel free to go deeper once you feel that this is actually more relaxing for yourself and this is your ability. And this is it. This is about the function over aesthetical or the measurement or the alignment. Noticing how you can soften here. So in a way, no one's going to measure how many centimeters or inches you're there or here. Just relax and notice again the target area around the shoulder blades. Just 1 more minute here, noticing again how much you can stay there, relaxed. Inhale that new, that really offers that space, really exists in your body. Notice how you can exhale. Also, once in a while through the mouth, notice how you can send it out. That which perhaps doesn't serve you anymore, you can notice how that you can exhale through the air that's been used. And be grateful. Noticing how good things perhaps take time, even though it can be the physical experience, the sensation for you here. Sometimes we might feel that the physical body really evokes and triggers something very emotional, something very that we perhaps didn't know that exists actually. Inhale to again widen the space and exhale to release. Take that core, that belly to help you. Slide your arms free from here. Notice that newness, kind of the feeling at the back. You can again make a pillow with your palms or bring your arm next to you. Notice those shoulders. Then again, 3 to 4 circles of breath. Just relax here. And then coming up, bring your shoulders, your heart up. This time, turning so that the left is moving higher, the right is closer to the navel and the body. And just walk your arms. And notice this time which side is perhaps more openly the shoulder blade area for you. Allowing to relax here. And again, taking 3 minutes this time. Same pose, other side. So there is a slight difference. Now what's happening, the openness around the shoulder blades, but notice the front side as well. The front, which now perhaps even gives you the different experience of the breath. Take a very full opportunity to feel the breath moving towards the surface that you're on. Maybe it's a yoga mat, if it's just a carpet. Eye on the floor, noticing how that the belly can really rise and fall. Allowing again, be as deep as this is healthy for you. As I said, previous side, you can be really high up. Then you can be supported through the palms. You can relax here. And walk your arms further away when you feel that this is really something that you can relax here. And again, inhaling here, exhaling now. Really find that soothing, that relaxing center for yourself. You can count your breath, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4, and repeat. Noticing how the rhythm of your own breath is really the calmest thing on earth. The own breath, once you own your own breath, no one can steal your peace. Who said that? Notice that it can really work for yourself as well. As long as you have your own breath, know you always have your peace. Take it deeper if you wish. Take it through the mouth if you fancy. And again, feeling how the pose, the body really says, yes, 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 I'm actually healthy. I'm willing to go deeper. I'm softening up. So those tissues really need more than just a minute or even two. They need more time. So opening up those areas that sometimes get jammed, the gel can get stuck. So very important, according to the balancing world we live, that the young, the dynamic and repetitive really needs that sister of a yin to be in balance. And again, inhale here and exhale. Come out. Take yourself, again, you can really kind of turn the tail under as well. Engage that belly as much as you feel this is supporting yourself. And notice that your arm coming out from the pose as I did it with you right now. I'm really freshly experiencing it. So notice that you might gonna stay here on your belly for the moment. You can send your arms next to your body, having one cheek on the mat. But you can also find a way to come directly to Shavasana. Your Shavasana means that you can come and have a resting pose on your back. If any reason, you can also be on the side, having something in between your also thighs. You can come and lie on the side. If not, just make yourself warm, cover your body with the blanket. Maybe you have your socks with you. Really make yourself here and now to be relaxed. The body through the stable temperature really can remain relaxed. You can put something under when you're in the Shavasana on your back, you can really put something under your knees. So cover yourself. Initially, I invite you to have just the direct contact with the mat, and letting go so that you can. I'm going to show you. You can have your legs as you wish. Taking the possibility to either have your palms next to you, your arms next to your palms facing up, or you can turn the palms on top of your body, noticing how this is more about the rotation and relaxation for your arms, starting again from the shoulder blade. You can also adjust here, slightly shifting your shoulder blades, your torso upper body, and then placing in the shoulder blades really nicely on that surface, on the mat, on the floor. And then allowing again to come to the breath body. Notice again, closing your eyes, bringing slightly the chin closer to the chest or closer to the spine, if you can imagine that. So the back of the neck can be long, so you can stay there. Find yourself a place to remain, relax, to breathe. Inhaling, imagine the same way that the breath travels, even though it travels in certain anatomical way, but noticing how you can really send that tension, that loving kindness look all through the body, and you can travel through the breath. The same breath then can awake you in the morning, just the way you are. The same breath who doesn't ask you, should I stop? The same breath every minute. So be one with the breath. Notice how it really brings you that quality of relaxation. Be one with the breath. So it can bring you the best. The way your own peace can flow in as a wave of the water. The same wave that carries away that something which doesn't serve you anymore. You're grateful to let go. You're grateful to make some space so that the new wave can bring in that something new. Just where you are. Gratitude to celebrate that breath. Gratitude simply to just be grateful for existence. Breathing in that loving kindness. Filling the whole body with that loving kindness. Take it as a highest of that voice. Embrace the challenges. Those challenges are growing, developing us. Your time there in Shavasana, or in other pose that you're choosing right now. You can be also simply sitting. Feel the oneness, feel the nowness. Everyone else is taken, so be yourself. Find your natural way to bring that body more active in a space. You can again start with the deeper inhalation, exhalation. Finding again those ways to reach to the full oneness. You can send your head side to side. You can move your fingers, your toes. You can reach out, send your arms over your head and lengthen your body to the fullest. Almost like raising up, waking up in the morning. And also hug your knees in to be able to hug yourself, to hold yourself. Slightly rounding your spine there, noticing how this is it. Still having your eyes closed, perhaps noticing wherever you perhaps already are with your thoughts, come back. And then rolling yourself onto one side, noticing either left or right, allowing the top palm to come in front of your body to stabilize that existence on the side. And again, breathing there the fullest. Be able to rise from there with the less is more quality. So helping yourself up, the upper arm can give a nice mild push for the ground and come and place yourself so that your hips are in contact with the earth. Find a way to lengthen the spine. Either you sit in a cross-legged half lotus or lotus. Be able to have the moment again that perhaps it's just continuing to look inside. And again, those edges, those borders. It's a beauty to be just you, carrying the light. Bring the palms in front of your heart center. It's international, it's global. It's happening the way that you feel your palms meeting, your fingertips, or both, all of the 10 fingers meeting. Left meeting with the right, right welcoming the left. Closing your eyes or having still your eyes closed. Lengthen slightly your spine. Allow the back of the neck to be long. Allow the heart to be there, open, open, open. Allow that head to bow over your heart. Just a moment to notice how your facial muscles are relaxed. Your breath carries that calmness. Thank you for existing. Thank you for bringing me here. Thank you for yoga. Thank you for awareness. Notice how you may stay seated, rooted, lengthened at the same time. Bring the qualities that you wish to see in the world into that life. Carry those qualities. You can have the silent support. You can definitely start from yourself. And let's meet again. Either through It's Yoga Tallinn. Thanks for being here.